What's up, guys? So today we're going to be talking about a subject that was actually picked out by one of you guys, and this is why you should like me on my Facebook page. So because when I do give you guys this option, I would usually give that on Facebook instead of making a video again on YouTube. But so today I just ask every one of you, hey, what would you want me to talk about? I'll let you guys pick the subject. So one of the subject was the transition point of one dasha to the other. Why is it that time is confusing, and what happens when you're switching a dasha? Because the fundamental rule or the observation has been that when you switch from one dasha to the other, you go through this transition point of confusion. Like if you're going through a okay dasha and this next dasha is about to come and suddenly things go worse, you start thinking that, oh my God, my next mahadasha is going to be bad. And obviously, if you don't know what mahadashas are, watch my video of what mahadashas are right here. Okay. But these are simply the planetary time periods that everybody runs through. So you might be going through a 19-year period of Venus. You might be going through a 16-year period of Jupiter. Okay. So basically, why certain things start to happen? Why is it that there's a downward spiral? And how do we know if the next planetary dasha is going to be good or bad, depending upon this mix? Well, let me give you a good example of that. Let's say somebody was going through a Saturn dasha, and it was an okay dasha. They were progressing in life. They were, they were managing life quite well. One wasn't the best one, but it was okay. But then they must have gone through astrologer, and the astrologer must have said, oh, your Mercury dasha is going to be excellent. You're actually going to go into the business of food industry or restaurant. And here you are as a bank manager, and you're thinking, okay, this guy sounds loony, because how is it that I'm going to suddenly become from an investment banker into a restaurant owner? Okay, whatever. And then when the end to a year and a half to 2 year comes, when your end dasha and antra dasha comes into play, and especially for Saturn, what happens in the dasha is that this person who was doing okay as a bank manager, had a lovely home or whatever, suddenly he gets demoted. Then after being demoted, he gets laid off. And now he's wondering what the hell's going on. Is it because my next dasha is going to be bad? Oh my God, I'm so screwed. Because now Mercury is going to come for the next 17 years and I'm going to struggle. Oh my goodness, help me out. Well, that's where you need to take a chill pill. Drink a little glass of brandy. And think calmly. Because why? When people are involved in their career and they have a stable income, they have everything going, they really do not care to think through this. They don't think creatively because they do not want to take risk. Some people do not want to take risks. So what happens is when this end period time comes in where one dasha is ending, the other is starting, and they suddenly lose their job, it's Mercury's way of telling you, or the universe way of telling you that, okay, now what are you going to do? And then when you look for other jobs, you can't find other jobs, then you suddenly sit down one day and you're like, I can't seem to get through with these bank jobs. Well, and then one day you have a conversation with your wife that, oh, honey, you did minor in culinary arts and you are the most amazing barbecue chef that I know. Did you ever think about opening up a restaurant? And that's when the bell goes ding, 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 ding. That, oh, that's right. I hate working under other people. There's so many strict rules working at a bank. And here's my chance to actually be my own boss. I got enough savings so I can put money down for a restaurant. I have this person who can help me become an investor. I can have that person become an investor. And next thing you know, you are suddenly preparing to open a restaurant. You're certainly thinking about it. So what happens is in that last period of you ending one period, starting the other, it becomes a time to prepare for the next dasha. And obviously you're not going to be in control of that because whatever is going to happen, that's how your cards are being played out. And so because this person lost his job, finally, the universe forced him to lose his job, that's where the other idea came suddenly. that, okay, let's open up a restaurant. So by the time that dasha starts of Mercury, when that first day of Mercury dasha starts, you already signed in your paper, you got the loan, you got the building, you're renovating the building, you're hired, you've already started the process of hiring people, and you've set the date to open up a restaurant. And either before it or a little bit after that dasha, you'll be starting that, opening up that restaurant, the doors to that restaurant. So what happened is, you had a good time, but to get the better time, you had to go through this transition. You know, like in a movie when one scene transitions into another, like suddenly there's a bomb blast, and then there's somebody sitting in the office reminiscing about that bomb blast. It's that same thing. That transition period where you see these two worlds colliding, it becomes confusing because it's not like it's going to be over in 1 second like a normal movie transition is. It takes time. It takes 6 months to 2 years sometimes. Like in Jupiter dasha, your last period of Rahu and Jupiter is going to be about 2 years long. So that 2-year period becomes confusing. It starts to get a little bit better, and by the time the other dasha comes, you know, you're prepared. You know what's happening. You know what's going to be happening. And now, a good period can turn into a bad period. So if you know that, okay, this planet is going to be bringing a bad result, and then towards the end of the dasha, you lose your job, you get into some car accident, and so you can't walk, or you're not able to find that job. You find a job, but it's like half the pay. And then when your dasha starts, you're still working at the job, the pace is going. So that sets the tone of the next dasha as well. But how to judge this? How to judge your next planetary time period is going to be good or bad? Well, I've already made a video on that, is how to judge a dasha. But if you want more details on it, well, for that, you're going to have to check out the link below where my book is, Astrology at the Speed of Light. And obviously, when you get the book, I will send you the link, look at your own chart so you can see where your planets are, when you're going to be ending your dasha, how you're going to be beginning your dasha. So you have a good idea of what to do. You know, there is a purpose of seeing this. There is a purpose of seeing that bad dasha. So let's say in 6 years, your Ketu dasha is going to start, and Ketu is it's showing that you're going to lose money. You're going to lose all the money. Well, instead of you buying that Mercedes tomorrow, save that money. So when Ketu dasha comes, you were smart enough to save all that money. So when that downtime came, you had, you know, a rain jacket. You had an umbrella for the rainy day. All right. So this is how you see these transition points. They're confusing, but they're there for a reason. They're there to prepare you for what you're going to be doing next in your life, your next mission in life. All right. So guys, this was my little small analysis of transition of dashas. If you're new to my channel, subscribe above because I'm going to be discussing more of this genius stuff. And if you want to know again about dashas and which dasha you're running into, check out the link below. Check out my book there, Astrology at the Speed of Light. And when you get the book, I will send you the link to look at your own chart. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow with another beautiful video. Bye-bye. Hey, what's up all you chaos lovers? So make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and please share my channel with all your family and friends who are in love with astrology, because I'm the man when it comes to astrology. Okay, so make sure you do that, and I will see you tomorrow with another cool new video. Okay, sorry, I love my coffee spiked. Woo!